Hello, Queens and Kings.
Hi, welcome to our first podcast.
We are so excited.
So, my name's Diamond,
And I'm Raven Simone.
and
And we are
the
the
main
main
characters.
characters.
But we're also cousins, so just in case you needed to know that information, we're family.
6 months apart.
So, let's get into like introductions. Raven, what do you want these queens and kings to know about you?
Well, it's a lot to know. It's a lot to get to know. So I feel like by watching this podcast, you can get to know me a little better. So stay tuned and you will know Raven Simone.
Period. Respectfully done.
Respectfully done.
Okay. And so let me think. I feel the same way. I feel like you guys are going to really get to know us because we're going to be talking about, I'll save that for next. But what I will say is, what I want you guys to know is that we are two educated Black women. So our opinions and viewpoints are basically going to be based on like our education, our backgrounds, our experiences. So I'm just excited for you guys to get to know us from that standpoint. And then even if you could tell us if you relate or, if not, just share your opinions on what we have to say. So let's see.
Let's get into these hot topics.
Wait, let's tell them about what to expect on the show.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so I think what you guys can really expect on the show is our new favorite word, high vibrations, for sure. Good energy.
Period.
We're coming with the
Respectfully done.
entertainment. Respectfully done. We're coming with the entertainment. Again, we're going to be talking about life lessons, women empowerment. We're talking about Black women, Black kings. We're going to be talking about motherhood, parenthood. I mean, you name it, whatever y'all really want to hear, we can talk about it. But
make sure you guys comment and subscribe as well. And whatever you want to hear, we're here to talk about it. So
yes, definitely. Like below, right here. Make sure you subscribe right
pause
now.
what you're doing.
Stop.
And like and subscribe.
Okay. So we're gonna get into some hot topics. Since it's our first show, we're gonna keep it like fairly light, but we're still going to get into it. So let's talk about it. So Raven, the first question I have for you is, when do you usually know if a man that you like are starting to like is worth a commitment?
Commitment. That is a big word.
Mm-hmm.
How do I know that I want to be committed, or like,
Like, let's say, okay, you met someone out, or maybe they found you on social media because that's the thing these days. And then he's like, okay, I want to take you out. I mean, you may say no the first two times, but you go on a date with him, and then he's like, you start going out. Maybe he bought you a gift or whatever. You start to like him. You like, he's a cool dude. But how do you know, like, what's the moment you start to realize, like, he may be worth a commitment? Like, this is my man, my man, my man.
I definitely want to call my man when he is my man. So to be my man, you have to be trustworthy, you have to be consistent, and you have to be dedicated to me. You have to know that I am the only woman in the world that matters. And I feel like that's what's important. And I feel like just being unexpected with the things that you do, like making me feel like I'm the only girl in the world, like surprising me with special dates and like just being like different from the rest of the guys and being a man of your word.
I really like that because I mean, it's so many options out there. It's so many men. It's really is very hard to determine like who's worth my time on top of that, let alone a commitment. Like I gotta claim you.
Right.
I would say, but I really like how you said like being different. Like keep it spontaneous. I want to date forever. When we get married, we're still dating. But
so how often do you think you should date, Diamond? Like even if you're married or like, you're in a relationship, like if you see him every single day.
personally, like if we're talking about like relationships, I think just to keep things fun, you should probably go on a date like every other weekend. If you're like living together and this is like serious, then I think you should go on either a vacation or a staycation, like still around doing something interesting, maybe like every other month. And then once a year, if you can afford it, if not more, 3 times a year, then I say like, let's go on a real trip. Like take me out the country.
I like that.
Yes.
Back to The main characters.
So let's get into this next question.
What is the next question? I'm excited.
So I have to ask, ladies, ask yourself this too, because it can seem like a toxic tendency. But do you like a man to spin the block for you? Like things may have ended on okay terms. Maybe they didn't end at all. And he was like, you told yourself, like, I'm done. He said he's done. Like it's best to move forward. But he spin the block. He's like, Raven, I want you back. Like, you know, you're supposed to be my wife. Do you like that?
I would love it, but it has to be a chase. Like you have to change the weather for me. And like if you're gonna want me back, you have to do what it takes to get me back because I'm not no easily like you're not gonna just go in the water and like catch a fish easy for me. Like it's gonna be like a hunt.
Right. No,
Baby. I'm
for
like
sure.
I'm like a lion. You gotta come get me. I'm a
Respectfully
Leo.
done. I said, I think you put that perfectly. For real, like there has to be some type of chase. I would say, you know, do I like people to spin the block? Sure, why not? I think I'm a woman of value. You may be surprised you miss me, but I'm not. So yeah, spin the block, but that don't mean
Diamond, can you explain what spin the block mean? Cause you know, people like me, we got to be like, what that mean? I know you said it in like different words, but I would love for you to just say exactly what it means to spin the block.
so for me, I think the definition of spin the block is when someone that you have ended things with, whether that was a relationship or a situationship, decides that, you know, let me spin the block, like he's trying to come back in your life, basically, he or she.
Okay, I like how you did that. Respectfully done.
Yes. Okay, so the next question is, okay, so what's your ideal?
Maybe I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
So, who is the hottest couple, like that's a new couple to you that is out right now that you inspire? It could be young, it could be old, it could be any couple, like, you know, the celebrities. I love celebrity topics. So,
I must admit, you guys, so I'm not like a huge fan of like just couples. Like I'm more fans of like marriage because that's what I thrive for. But if I had to say like what's a couple that you know, I'm like they're cute, like they're an item, like I like the energy, the vibe. Y'all probably gonna be like, what? She may not be a popular topic either, but I will say I think April Jones and Tay Diggs are adorable. Like I just love how it's very fun and friendly. He's like, you know, part of the family with the kids. And being a mother myself, like that's something that we look for, someone who can get along with the kids, make the kids feel comfortable, play, joke. And I just love their relationship from afar. Now, do I know all the details? But it seems like, you know, they keep it respectful and they also like it's private. It's not like they have a point to prove. Everything's just like themselves. So I like that.
I love that. And that was respectfully done.
Yes.
Like, period.
So tell me, who's your couple?
So they're hot, they're new, they're young, and it's Reginae and Armand. Like they are so cute.
They are.
I love the energy. I love how she went from like the hood all the way into
luxury.
Like luxury apartments. Well, I would say they're in a penthouse suite. Like they really have a penthouse suite. I love how he treats her. Every time she's on the camera, she's smiling from ear to ear. Good job, Reginae. I'm so happy. I was like worried about you, but like
we all were.
I am so happy. Like I could cry. I actually like I'm a big fan of y'all relationship. So
yes, I agree. I think their relationship is adorable and it's definitely given like goals. Especially for the younger generation, they need something to look at. And what I also always admire about a relationship is a man who can like protect their woman. And I really think that he respects her and protects her peace. Like when someone comes for his girl, he's clearing the air and he's, you know, sticking up for his woman as he should. So I love their relationship. I think that was definitely a good choice.
Respectfully done. Should we drink to that?
Yes, let's drink to that. Okay. You have another question or you want me to go?
You can go.
Okay, so what's your ideal date?
An ideal date. Okay, I'm like too much. I don't see myself like dating is it should be spontaneous. Like I like what I heard someone say today or earlier. They said literally put a blindfold on me, take me outside and do something spontaneous. That's a
Ooh,
date for me.
spicy.
It don't have to be like where you going to a 10-star or a 5-star restaurant. I'm just a little dramatic. But it could be a picnic in a park or it can be like a movie outside. Like long as it's with the person that I love, like I will be extremely excited. And I'm just a water baby. Like Leos love being in the water. So
Mhm.
like anything that the water is involved, I would love to be there.
Okay, okay, real cute. Let
What
me
about for you?
let me think. I agree with like the picnic thing. Like you don't have to spend like a whole lot of money. And I think like coming into relationships or the dating phase, like some men, I mean, if you want to spoil me, go right ahead. But it's not like
Please.
right, please go right ahead. But also like I like romantic stuff. So I think picnics are very romantic, maybe by like a lake or something, fruit basket, everything, the little cheese and crackers. But really like an ideal day, for y'all who want to take notes. I would say I've always wanted to be like picked up, like have the flowers and everything for me because I love flowers. Also like take me if we're like already, probably on a trip together. This is how I'm thinking about a date. We're already on a trip. I would say like planning a date for us to go on a helicopter ride around the city. That would just be beautiful, whether it's nighttime or where we can see the lights or daytime, having some chocolate strawberries in there, some wine, some
I
drinks.
love that. I love that.
Yes, that's an ideal date for me for sure.
Let me pick you up in the helicopter then.
Right. I'm like, okay, do it big.